How to take control of your money. Well, first of all, the money's yours, so you should be in control. The challenge is you're not financially literate. So let's talk about owning nothing, controlling everything, like the Rockefellers. Specifically, I'm going to talk about the principles of the own nothing, control everything. I'm going to talk about corporations and tax strategies. I'm going to talk about asset management. And I got to talk about entrepreneurship. You got to be an entrepreneur to do this. So let's begin. So first of all, what does it mean to control your money, right? So control your money means that you are actually in front of it. Most of you live in a reaction to your money and you are in a negative, very negative relationship to it, right? You whine and cry about how much you make. You whine and cry about how many people you have to pay. And what's interesting is you have no self-worth about it, meaning you don't pay yourself first. You make money, you pay all your bills, and you hope to God there's something left for you. Taking control of your money is putting you and your family first. And Sharon Lechter had that. I mean, she actually has a whole program called, Put Your Family First in Financial Literacy. So it does start with financial literacy. So I know this is really early in the video, but I want you to subscribe here. If you're serious about taking control, you have to learn about money. So subscribe, click the little bell so you're here 5 days a week. I'm asking for less than an hour or right about an hour of your time in a week to teach you financial literacy. Now, the philosophy is the real how-tos, the grit, the what do you do that came out of me working with the Rich Dad, Poor Dad brand. So that's the philosophy. We're not Susie Orman. We're not Dave Ramsey. We're not going to tell you to live debt-free. We're actually going to encourage you to have good debt. At any time in my conversations with you, my videos, go to the search bar if you don't know what I'm talking about. You want a deeper understanding of what's going on. But how this starts is, number one, you have to want to learn. So then you can control it. So you are in control of how much money you make, right? It's not like get one job, two jobs, three jobs, and that's where your income comes from. It comes from you becoming an entrepreneur, but you're not taught that. So we're going to teach you how to get a company, right? An LLC, an S Corp, a C Corp. How do you start an entrepreneurial venture? I have Marketplace that I do every 3 weeks. I'm going to give you 2 tickets to it. Heck, I'll give your whole family a ticket. I want you to start learning that you can be in control. You can decide to get up one day and say, I want to make $50 today. I want to make $1,000 today. Now, I'm not saying that like out of the blue. We're going to have techniques and strategies. I'm going to teach you to do it. I'll never forget the day Bob Proctor, bless him, he just passed. He was the most amazing mentor and business partner of mine. He looked at me in a green room. We were headed out to stage and he looks at me and he said, let's go make $1 million today. I was like, today? Like right now, we're going to go make $1 million. Bob, you are nuts. I didn't say that to him. That's my inside voice. And out we went. We made $1.3 million in the next 2 hours. Changed my entire, he already taught me a lot. Kiyosaki, all the Rich Dad advisors taught me a lot. But boy, that was like the next level for me. And I'm going to do that for you. But you got to attend the marketplace. You got to show up. You got to lean in and say, I'm going to make money today. That's in control. Then when you make the money, you get to be in control of how you spend the money. You don't have to pay everybody. You actually can do payment plans. You can extend payments as long as you're not paying high interest. It's amazing to me. I was just meeting with a client and her necessity to be debt free, she settled a divorce and paid off her everything. She's completely debt free. And I said, some of that debt was 0%. It was not, no one was charging you. No one asked you to pay the whole bill. They would have put it out over a year so you can use your money. See, but if you don't learn, you don't know how to do those. So it's just a non-attachment to it. So notice if you're doing this to your money, going, avoiding it versus leaning in and say, I'm going to control it and I'm going to learn it. So how do you own nothing and control it all? You, like I, Loral Langemeier, I don't own much. I'm a $48,000 a year employee of a company. I have 2 dependents. I'm a single mom. I am married to a Canadian in Canada, right? But we don't file collectively. So I file as a single mom with 2 dependents. So I don't make any more than an average person. My companies make millions. So there is your distinction. So you can have the same thing. You have to say, what am I going to do? Well, how am I going to have a company? What am I going to do to make money? We're not going to talk about how to do it here. We're going to get you in my marketplace, or you go to search terms up above. How do you make money? I have tons of videos about that. The principle is what I want to teach you here. You're going to have a company. The company makes money. Because you have a company, you get 81,000 pages of tax code. So now you're never going to go on a vacation. You're going to go on business trips. You are going to learn to live what we call corporate life. And that is how you own it. You own nothing. You control it all through corporate structure and trust structure. Rockefellers have done it the best in the world. I've studied wealthy families for decades now. I love this study. I know it works. It's not, these aren't suggestions. This is an exact formula. I lay it out in my Make Your Kids Millionaires book from what I did to my 2 experiments called my children from the minute they were born until now. Logan's 22, she's 15, and this is 2022. And we've had a heck of a journey. I was a millionaire at 34 years old. I'm a millionaire at 8 industries. You can do this. I was a farm girl from Nebraska. I just decided I wanted to control my money. I wanted to have control in my life of my destiny, what I want to be, who did I want to become. You have the same thing. So I don't care where you started. I've taken homeless people, people on welfare, single moms that are on welfare with 5 kids and made them millionaires. You have to decide you want it, and I will lead you there. So again, be here on this channel 5 days a week. I have a podcast. I have live views all the time. Follow me, follow me, follow me, and really engage. Like, read my books. We're going to give you a lot of content, and I need you to consume it and then integrate it into your life, which is the principles of integrated wealth systems. So again, just to kind of repeat this, the strategies: you have a company, the company makes money, your kids are employed by the company, you're employed by the company. That's really critical when it comes to healthcare. You're going to maximize as many tax deductions as you can. So let's talk about a few of those, right, that you're going to control. So for example, you're going to have a home office. If you start investing in real estate, that real estate company, it needs a home office. So there's a variety of expenses that you can take straight out of what you think is your cost center, which is your home, and have them be tax deductions to the corporation. So for example, you don't need your house cleaned, but if you actually have clients over to your house, the company needs it cleaned. You got where I'm going? Right? You don't need a landscaper, but if clients are visiting your home office, it needs to look beautiful. So now you can do the deduction of landscaping. You need a really creative tax strategist. You should not be doing your taxes. That's what those people are for. They read 81,000 pages of tax code, and they monitor, they track, and they understand the boundaries of what's in the law and what you can do. And most of you use TurboTax, or you do them yourself, or worse, you're still a sole proprietor, which means you get a little Schedule C in about 13 to 18, I think maybe there's upward of 20-something deductions in there. That's the baby stuff. We're talking about strategically using and living corporate life for you and your family, and legally owning companies together, own real estate together, go do cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency shouldn't be as you as a human, right? As a person, it should be your company owns the cryptocurrency or an NFT. In my book launch, Make Your Kids Millionaires, I intentionally empowering it by an NFT collection called the Millionaire Alliance. So go to makeyourkidsmillionaires.com. It's in the link below. Click on the vlog, and I have a series of videos that will teach you all about NFTs and how they work and how you can start. For as little as $100, you can buy one of my Alliance with 2 books, and you begin. And we're going to drop it into your wallet. We have a video out there that shows you how to open wallets, and you begin. The best part of my NFT launch is I'm going to do generational wealth, which is what I teach. 1% of that NFT for every time it's resold will remain yours. So you will be paid into perpetuity for doing the first line. So let's just begin controlling your money, creating generational wealth for you and your family. It's a system that is set up. It is laid out thoroughly in Make Your Kids Millionaires. And through that, you're going to become a millionaire. You're going to have businesses. You'll have alternative investing, great tax strategies, and one heck of a team. I have an enormous team around me. It's not just me. I front face the education, and the team is right beside me. So let's begin today. I want you to click on the link. Go get the book, makeyourkidsmillionaires.com. And it comes with tons and tons of bonus value. My kids' financial filing cabinet, put more cash in your pocket, all sorts of goodies that you're going to enjoy that you can consume right now. The book comes out May 2022 around Mother's Day, and we're going to start this journey. Let's make your kids millionaires. Begin today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.